condense the home buying experience down into 5 steps. Step 1 is going to be loan pre-qualification and setting up your home search. Step 2, negotiating a contract. 3 is the home inspection. 4, underwriting and appraisal. And step 5 is the closing and taking possession. So with step 1, this is basically where you connect with a lender, find out how you're going to get the funds for the purchase, make sure that you're going to be comfortable with the payment, that you have enough funds for the down payment, that you have your head around that, and then a lender says, yeah, they're good for the loan. And then we set up a home search so that you're getting notifications of homes that meet that criteria, that you know what type of loan you're going to use, and that the homes you're looking for are going to be compatible with that loan. And then you're basically just looking at houses. This is the fun part, touring houses, whether doing that all at once or just here and there. That's completely dependent on your situation. Then eventually you move into step 2, which is where you find a house that you want and you start negotiating a contract. So this is typically when you write up an offer, send it to the seller, they review it, they decide if they want to sign it and you have a deal, or if they want to counter. Step 3 is after you have a contract and you have the home inspection. So generally, there's some type of period in the beginning. In Texas, it's very normal to have an option period during the first 7 to 10 days of a contract where a buyer has the unrestricted right to terminate the contract during that time frame so that you can have a home inspection, make sure that you're comfortable with the house, they check everything out. And then if you're good, you move on to step 4, which is underwriting and appraisal. So your lender is doing the underwriting, which is basically fact-checking. They're making sure the things you told them in the beginning are in fact true and that they can prove it as far as your financial situation. And then the bank is doing their due diligence on the house by sending an appraiser out to make sure they can justify the contract price based on recent comparable sales and that the house meets the minimum standards for the type of financing you're doing. And if all that's good, you move on to step 5, which is taking possession of the house and closing. Generally, these things happen at the same time. You'll sign all the closing paperwork, and then if you've negotiated to move in early, but if not, most of the time you're going to get the keys, take possession of the house after you sign all the papers, after the deal funds, and you officially close. So that's just a real quick overview, and we will go into the details in subsequent videos.